Hi friends, it's Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. We're going to talk today a little bit about goal setting and why that's important. So let me share this with you. A lot of people don't set goals, and the reason they don't set goals is because they're kind of afraid that they're not going to reach their goal, so they fail to set their goal. Setting a goal really is a manifestation of self-esteem. It means that there is a scintilla of audacity when you set a goal, right? It's to say, I want something that's not in front of me right now, and it's out there, and it's a little bit further out there, and it's not in front of me, but I deserve it, and I should have that, and I want that. So setting a goal is really, a manifestation of self-esteem and audacity, and we have to muster up that energy sometimes, even if it's not in our DNA to do that. We have to summon the strength to do that. And a lot of people ask me, Vic, can you set a goal for me? And the answer is I don't want to, because I don't want you to relinquish that power. It would be really terrible for me to take that from you. There's a part of this equation that you have to show up for, and the goal setting is the part of it. Now, once you set the goal, I can help you set a roadmap and coach you and give you motivation and the whole 9 yards to get there. But this is an intimate part of the process, whether you want to gain muscles or lose weight or whatever. There is a part of you that has to muster up the strength and audacity to set that objective. Now, once we have that objective, right, what's going to help us move in that direction? Well, it's going to be focus. It's going to be sort of telling a story to ourselves about how we're going to get there and staying focused on that story, that narrative. How are we going to build that story enough till we finally reach our goal? And there's a hint of fantasy in that, right? Setting a goal for something that you don't have in front of you is a little bit of a fantasy game. It's a little bit about dreaming, right? It's a little bit about how well can you hold that fantasy? People have said to me in the past, how can I look like Hulk Hogan when all I see is Pee Wee Herman in the mirror? And the answer is you can't. You can't. That was an exact question that someone answered or asked me. And I said, you can't. You have to see Hulk Hogan in the mirror if that's what you want to see. You can't continuously see Pee Wee Herman because that's what you will see. So bodybuilding and fitness and transformations are really about fantasy and how long can you hold on to that fantasy, and that's what's going to drive us is the focus, right? So we set the goal, we have our little roadmap that we create together, and we stay focused. We stay focused on this thing that is not in front of us just now, because we're building this narrative and we're building this idea that we're going to move toward this. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to continuously keep our eye on the end game. Once we've decided on the goal, we're going to keep our eye on that goal, regardless of the ups and downs. Now, here's what I want to share with you, which I believe is very, very important. You might say, well, I don't know what I want, right? I don't know what goal I have. And, I believe it was Lewis Carroll that was credited with stating, if you don't know what you want, any road will get you there, right? And so bodybuilding and fitness takes a lot of energy, but I don't want the energy to kind of go all over the place and you wonder how come you haven't had any results. If you set a goal, I can promise that you will have better results. I honestly believe that two people could do the exact amount of work, the exact amount of treadmill work, reps, same diet and everything, and the person who has the goal will far outperform the person who doesn't because the energy had a place to go. It was sublimated, it was directed, it was funneled toward a specific end result. Whereas the other person is kind of doing the activity, but it's lost. The energy doesn't know where to go. And this is an energetic game, folks. This is a bodybuilding and fitness and transformations and weight loss and all that is a game of fantasy because it's not in front of us right now. It's how long can you hold on to the fantasy? So the first thing is to be audacious enough and have enough self-esteem and muster that up personally to set the objective and the goal. And the second part of it is to remain focused. The plan along the way is not as important as you might think. We give too much credit to how many reps and how often we train and split routine versus full body routine and cardio before or after the workouts or dieting or this or dieting that or intermittent fasting. None of that really matters. When you are so extremely focused on the end results, you gravitate toward that objective. It's like the goal almost feeds back to you what you have to do to get there. So that's what's important. It's setting the goal and having the focus. And I can help you with the stuff in between. So please, take care of yourselves. Peace, love, and muscles. Bye-bye.